Today we're gonna phone home because we're making 2 cocktails for the movie E.T. Extraterrestrial.
Can you say E.T.?
Welcome to Boozy Movies, where watching movies and making cocktails is what we do.
I've been wishing for this since I was 10 years old.
Our first cocktail today is a peanut butter and chocolate match made in heaven because it is E.T.'s favorite candy.
We drank it.
Our second cocktail is another E.T. favorite with some California flair. We're going to be making a beer cocktail with some fruity flavors, and we're calling it Phone Home.
You want to call somebody?
A lonely suburban kid befriends a wrinkly alien who looks like a raisin and communicates exclusively through telepathy and a concerning love of candy. The government responds by panicking, chasing kids on bikes, and proving once again that humans are the real aliens.
Well, before we phone home, let's go ahead and have some of E.T.'s favorite candy.
What is it?
In a shaker tin combine a 1/4 ounce lemon juice, 1 ounce Frangelico, and a 1/4 ounce of Licor 43. Add a large ice and a spring, cover and shake until chilled. Double strain into a prepared coupe. In a mixing glass, combine 3/4 ounce Chocolate Liqueur, 1/4 ounce Kahlua Liqueur, and 1 dropper of Saline. Transfer large ice from the shaker and stir until chilled. Sink into the coupe. In a mixing glass, combine 1 ounce peanut butter whiskey, 1/4 ounce Aperol, and a dropper of Saline. Stir until chilled. And lastly, sink into the coupe. And here we have E.T.'s favorite candy. So we have left a trail of Reese's Pieces on the cup. Did that with some melted chocolate. On a nice cool glass, it makes it a lot easier to stick on there. Another way to do it is with frosting.
Give me a break.
This is a layered cocktail, so you'll kind of get a little bit of a different experience at each layer.
You look great!
The first layer, we have a little bit of lemon juice, some Frangelico, and Licor 43, correct?
Yeah, it's a very light, kind of almost creamy, nutty flavor, and that's really what you're getting from having that Frangelico and the hazelnut mixed together. That little bit of lemon just kind of brings through some of the flavor. We also needed it to kind of lighten that layer up in order to get this nice layering that we've got going on.
It's working!
Yeah, because one of the goals of this cocktail, in case you didn't notice, was we wanted to do 3 different colored layers that were representative of the 3 colors in Reese's Pieces. So what the top layer is the yellow layer, middle layer is the orange layer, and the bottom layer is like the dark brown.
Not stupid, you know.
Yeah, the orange layer is achieved by mixing together the peanut butter whiskey, which gives us that really strong peanut butter flavor. And then we put just a little bit of Aperol with it for really the color impact, but also that kind of orange bitterness really balances that whiskey out. So you get all peanut butter.
This is an accident.
The bottom layer is going to be all chocolate. So chocolate liqueur and Kahlua Liqueur, which tastes a lot like chocolate, frankly.
Yep.
And that's just like a fun way to bring in, of course, the bit of chocolate that they have in these Reese's Pieces.
Hey, wait a second!
Yeah, and for this cocktail, we're actually trying a new chocolate liqueur, which is this Trader Vic's, which is pretty tasty.
Yeah, and it's still 30% ABV. We seem to like it. They also have a macadamia liqueur that we'd like to give
Might
a go.
just have to pick that up.
What is it?
Now, the main reason we wanted to do a Reese's Pieces cocktail is because that's how Elliot lures E.T. into his bedroom.
And E.T. took the bait. He loves Reese's Pieces. This kind of showed in E.T. That's really where product placement made a huge impact from a movie. Hershey's actually did solicit Steven Spielberg or whomever, hey, will you throw this candy into your movie? And they did, and they saw a huge return. 70% increase of sales within the first month. Now there was a huge sort of marketing campaign, and if you look it up online, you can see all the different marketings, and it's like E.T.'s favorite candy. And so it's really amazing. And now product placement has grown since then into like a $30 billion industry.
It's everywhere you look.
Don't say that, we're fine.
Now, this movie does have another very well-placed product, and that is the Coors Banquet Beer, which we're going to use in our next cocktail.
Yes, but before we make that cocktail, we're going to stop you for just 1 second and ask that you hit that like just below, subscribe if you haven't, and ring that bell if you haven't done that yet, so that you can come back every single week to learn more about these fun movies and get some crafted cocktails for them.
All right, well, I think we better phone home.
Ready.
In a shaker tin, combine 4 to 5 Rainier cherries, 1.5 ounces Chambord, and a dropper of Saline. Muddle until the cherries are smashed and juice rendered. Add ice, cover, and shake until chilled. Double strain into a chilled Collins glass. And top with Coors Banquet Beer. Lastly, add in an ET smoked mozzarella finger with a cherry on the end. And here is Phone Home. We really enjoy a cocktail with beer. A lot of people like to keep beer and cocktails separate, but we're fans of kind of mixing up and incorporating them into a drink.
Yeah, I think that there's a lot to be had when you do that with beer and wine.
What can we do that we're not already doing?
This is really light and simple and easy. And it gives Coors Banquet, honestly, a lot of interesting flavor.
Yeah, I mean, it does mix well with the Chambord, right? Those flavors. You wouldn't think that those flavors maybe go well together, but I think in this cocktail, they fit together.
Something is definitely happening.
Yes, and the little bit of California, using the California Rainier cherries in there. I think it just like adds some more flair to the Coors beer, although E.T. liked it just fine.
Yeah, he was putting them down, and that's
Yeah.
kind of why we wanted to use that in this drink, is because he does go into the fridge when everybody's gone, the mom's at work and the kids are at school, and he starts slamming these beers down, and that's when we learn in the movie. It's actually a very important scene because Elliot is sitting in school in class, and he starts feeling real woozy and kind of like sliding down his desk. And that's where we realize as the audience, there's a connection between them. And he basically starts feeling what E.T. is feeling.
Elliot feels his feelings.
Have you tried smelling the smoked mozzarella while taking a drink?
I couldn't help it, actually, as I was going in for a sip. It was just in my face. But the smoked mozzarella stick, we wanted to do like an E.T. finger, and you came up with this wonderful idea. It was a little bit of a chore to smoke out the mozzarella stick, but I think we got it, and then it looks really kind of fun, and then you have this little thing at the end. So if there's a way we could make it glow, I think we would, but it's a little finger.
The smoke smell actually does really enhance those raspberry and the cherry, and even some of those nuttier notes within the beer.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a miracle.
So E.T. is obviously a classic. The music is a lot of fun. Why don't you bring in the other cocktail? We're going to talk about Steven Spielberg. The reason why we're doing this is that this was like an ultimate sci-fi movie growing up, and produced by Steven Spielberg, and now he's coming out with another one, finally.
Yeah, so Disclosure Day, June 12th?
June 12th, yep, and
right.
It is starring Emily Blunt, Josh O'Connor,
and Colin Firth. It's really cool to see Steven Spielberg kind of go back to the sci-fi genre. He's done it throughout his career.
Yeah.
We had Close Encounters of the First Kind, we had E.T., he did AI, War of the Worlds, and then even Minority Report, kind of a little futuristic, sci-fi-ish and everything. It's sort of a subject and genre he's really tapped back into, kind of like Scorsese's done with his gangster movies, right? Throughout their careers, they've kind of delved back into, they just can't escape it.
They can't fool anything anymore.
One thing we love about Steven Spielberg's movies is that he has a lot of lead children actors in there, and it's a lot of fun and seeing their imagination and their authenticity.
Yeah, he's really good at sort of pulling that out of the characters and the actors. I think he's really probably has to be good with working with children, because I think in many ways he's probably a little bit of a child himself, right? So you see the kids in E.T. and you see the kids in Hook.
Yeah.
War of the Worlds, but Jurassic Park. And he just does a really good job kind of portraying, their imaginations and giving them drive and enthusiasm. He's just like really in touch there. And I think E.T. does an excellent job there. It's the 80s and kids are ripping around on their bicycles because that's what you did in the 80s, right?
Yeah.
I'm ready to play now, you guys!
You will have to let us know down below if you have seen Disclosure Day or if you're going to go see Disclosure Day, whether it's in theaters or at home.
Too much excitement, huh?
Now, speaking of movies that you can watch at home, we did make some cocktails for some really fun movies coming up. We have Wayne's World, Toy Story, we got A Great Western in Tombstone, so some real classics there.
Yeah, and then if you want to look back in our catalog, some Steven Spielberg movies that we have done is Jurassic Park, Jaws.
Jaws. Yep.
Yeah, so check those out.
All right, well, I think we better get out of here. I think it's time to phone home.
I just wanted to say goodbye.
Until next week, we got 2 more cocktails and obviously another great movie.
Yes.
Cheers.
Cheers.